Hi everyone, and welcome to the AI Research Roundup. I'm your host Alex, and today we're diving into some interesting work at the intersection of audio processing and AI. We'll be looking at a paper called TorchFX, a modern approach to audio DSP with PyTorch and GPU acceleration. Basically, audio signal processing is getting really complex and needs to happen fast, in real time. And researchers want to use powerful GPUs and integrate AI models. But current tools for digital signal processing, or DSP, often aren't quite up to the task. So this paper introduces TorchFX. It's a new Python library built on PyTorch, specifically designed for sophisticated audio processing using GPUs. It aims to be efficient and flexible, especially for working with multi-channel audio and combining traditional DSP with newer AI techniques. And actually, speaking of the library itself, the authors have made the code available. What we're looking at here is the GitHub repository for TorchFX, so this is where you can find the actual Python code they developed. It's built on PyTorch, as we mentioned, and it's all set up for that GPU accelerated audio processing. You can see the main library code there in the source directory, plus examples and the filter implementations if you want to get hands-on with it. Okay, so to kind of motivate why a library like TorchFX is useful, the authors included this figure in the paper. It shows the number of scientific papers published about DSP software between 2008 and 2024. You can see the total number of DSP papers fluctuating up there with the blue line. Quite a lot each year. But then look at the lines near the bottom. The orange line shows papers using Python, which has grown a bit recently. But the green line, that's Python plus GPU, and the red line for GPU use in any language. Well, they're both really low. It really highlights that gap the paper mentioned. There just aren't many Python libraries focusing on GPU acceleration for audio DSP, which is exactly what TorchFX aims to provide. Right, and to further illustrate that point about the existing tools, the authors included this table comparing some major audio libraries. It looks at libraries like NN Audio, Torch Audio, Librosa, and SciPy. The table compares them on features like whether they support filters, their API level, signal analysis capabilities, and critically, whether they have GPU support. You can see that while Torch Audio and NN Audio do have GPU support, NN Audio doesn't have filter support listed here, and libraries like SciPy and Librosa lack GPU capability. This really just reinforces the niche that TorchFX is trying to fill. Okay, so building on that comparison, this figure really drives home the performance aspect. It shows benchmark results comparing TorchFX running on a GPU. That's the blue bar, TorchFX on a CPU, the orange bar, and SciPy, which is green. They're comparing the execution time for both IIR and FIR filters as the number of audio channels increases. What you see clearly is that while SciPy might be okay for a single channel, its execution time really shoots up as you add more channels. But look at the blue bars for TorchFX GPU. They stay incredibly low. This really highlights the efficiency gains you get with GPU acceleration for multi-channel audio, which is a core benefit of TorchFX. So yeah, those performance figures really tell the story. TorchFX clearly brings major speedups to audio processing, particularly for multi-channel scenarios, leveraging that GPU power. It definitely fills an important gap in the Python audio toolkit. This kind of efficiency is really crucial as we build more sophisticated AI systems that need to process audio signals quickly and effectively. Well, that's our roundup for today. Thanks for listening to the AI Research Roundup. I'm your host, Alex.